He fastened the straps on his desert camouflage fatigues, the chocolate chip pattern a stark contrast against the rising sun. Each snap of the buckles, each zip of the pouches, a ritual preparing him for the unknown. He checked his rifle, the metallic click of the magazine a familiar sound, a grim lullaby. The desert air, already heavy and hot, pressed against him like a suffocating blanket. He could taste the dust on his lips, smell the acrid tang of oil fires in the distance. A low rumble like distant thunder vibrated through the ground, a constant reminder of the storm about to break. He pulled his helmet on, the world shrinking to the confines of his visor, his breath fogging the plastic slightly. There was a tremor of fear, a quickening pulse, but it was pushed down, replaced by the cold focus of survival. The desert stretched before him, a sea of undulating sand dunes, bleached white under the unforgiving sun. The heat shimmered off the surface, distorting the horizon, making the world appear fluid, unreal. Black smoke billowed into the sky, staining the blue with its oily tendrils, a testament to the destruction that had visited this desolate land. The scent of burning oil hung heavy in the air, a noxious perfume that stung his nostrils, a constant reminder of the stakes. He could feel the heat radiating from the ground, baking through the soles of his boots. Each step kicked up a fine powder, coating his fatigues, grinding between his teeth. The sun beat down on him, relentless, unforgiving. A fly buzzed annoyingly around his head, drawn to the sweat that trickled down his temple. He swatted it away, the sound seeming unnaturally loud in the oppressive silence of the desert. They were out there, somewhere, hidden amongst the dunes, waiting. The tension was palpable, a living thing pressing down on him, stealing his breath. A sudden burst of gunfire, the sharp crack echoing across the dunes, shattered the stillness. The enemy, concealed among the dunes, erupted from their hiding places. A chaotic wave of men screaming in a language he didn't understand but recognized with primal fear. Sand kicked up around him as bullets whipped past, the air alive with the whine of ricochets. He dropped to the ground, adrenaline surging through him, sharpening his senses. The world shrunk to the sights of his rifle. He could see them now, charging across the open ground, figures distorted by the heat haze, their voices a guttural roar. He squeezed the trigger, the recoil a familiar jolt against his shoulder. The smell of cordite filled the air, acrid and biting. He fired again and again, the rhythmic clang of the bolts cycling a counterpoint to the chaos around him. A grenade landed nearby, exploding with a deafening roar, showering him with sand and debris. He scrambled for cover, his heart pounding against his ribs, the taste of fear metallic in his mouth. He moved instinctively, his training taking over. He found a shallow depression behind a dune, a meager respite from the onslaught. He reloaded, his fingers working with practiced efficiency. The metallic clicks of the magazine, a reassuring sound in the cacophony. He peeked over the lip of the dune, scanning the battlefield. The air was thick with smoke and dust, the cries of the wounded a haunting counterpoint to the continuing gunfire. He saw one of his comrades fall, a crimson stain blooming on his chest. Anger surged through him, hot and primal. He picked off another enemy soldier, his shot echoing across the battlefield. He didn't know how long they held their position. Time measured in gunshots and explosions. The sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of blood, orange, and purple, casting long shadows across the battlefield. The enemy fire slackened, then ceased. An eerie silence descended, broken only by the moans of the wounded and the crackle of flames from the burning oil rigs. He remained where he was, rifle still clutched in his hands, his body trembling with exhaustion, his mind numb. He had survived.